Go.
So anyway, but we are starting Winning Colors today, and that's important because Winning Colors is all about you, finding out who we are and how we are, why we make the decisions we make, the good decisions, the bad decisions, how we communicate with each other. It would be unfair to you if I would come in here today and wasn't prepared to teach. There's 21 of us in the room today. That's 21 hours I'd be wasting. Or 22, 25 hours, right? I'd be wasting of your time. If you counted that up over the entire school year, that's hundreds, if not thousands of hours I'd be wasting the students' time. So it's important that I come in here prepared. How many of you go to a class and they show you a movie? How many movies do you think you've watched over your educational experience as freshmen and sophomores, juniors now? That's a lot of wasted educational time, right? Is that fair to you? Do you guys feel cheated? If you think about it that way, and you're going in and you're watching, I've heard of classes watching the Disney movie with Finding Nemo. What does that have to do with education? We've wasted hours in JROTC. Is that fair? The teacher came and was not prepared to teach you in that class today. You have an hour and a half in a JROTC class, and you're not prepared to go to work, you're not prepared to learn, you're not prepared, that teacher wasn't prepared, that instructor wasn't prepared for you, they're wasting your time. Wow, you should be angry, right? Remember last time I was talking to you guys about get mad, get angry about your own life? Get mad, get angry, because that teacher wasn't prepared. Fair enough? Yes. You get mad, get angry about that, or if you think about all that. Heather, are you mad, you're angry about that? Next time a teacher shows you a movie, are you going to sit back and go, wow, I'm angry now because you're wasting my time. I came here today, I got out of bed, and came in here and you have nothing for me other than showing me a movie. Instead of sitting there, you're shaking your head. You're going, all you're going to do is show me a movie so I can take a break. I deserve a break today. Well, if I deserve that, I should go to McDonald's, right? Let me turn the tables on you. How many times have you come to the school and that teacher prepared a valuable lesson plan for you and you sat there and did nothing? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe the teacher should get angry because you did nothing. Or, in order to be a good leader, you must first be a good follower. And you allowed your classmates to interrupt you in your valuable time that you had, and the teacher had to distract from the lesson, and now the teacher spent 20, 30 minutes of your valuable time allowing that student to take away from you. Instead of you being a good leader and telling them, hey, knock it off, let the teacher do what they need to do. I really do want to learn math or biology or whatever JROTC is doing today. How much time have you wasted of your own educational experience? It's a two-way street. You expect me to come be prepared, and I should. And if I'm not, I apologize to you. But I expect you to come and be prepared. And you should apologize to me. Forget that. There's a starting point of everything. And the starting point has to be wherever you are. And we got to be our own starting point. We got to figure out where we are. Everyone has a starting point. Everybody's got to be something. When we compare ourselves to somebody else, whether it's athletics or whether it's in life, and we look at other people and we go, that's who I want to be, but I'm never going to be that person. I can't be that person because, man, look at that person. They're great. They're wonderful. I mean, I'm looking at the Olympics and I go, wow, those guys are really cool. They can do all these wonderful things. But I can't do that because I'm judging them on what they could already do, not where they started. Because their starting point was they couldn't do it either. Yeah, they couldn't do it either 5 years ago, right? They had to start someplace. Don't judge you from their middle. Judge you from your starting point and figure out where you need to go. Anybody have nieces and nephews? We talked about that. Nieces and nephews, brothers and sisters. When they get up, the first time they take that first step, they're not very good, right? They fall down, boom. But they took the first step. It was kind of cute. Everybody got their phones out and, oh, hey, look, they took the first step. And everybody's really proud. And they took 1 or 2 steps and they fell down. They're not any good at it. They might as well just give up, sit back down, get back in the crib and forget it. No, everybody does it until they learn and they keep going and they're going. And pretty soon they're walking and then they're running and everything is going. That's their starting point. And then they're middle, and then pretty soon they're running. Don't judge yourself on somebody else's middle. Don't judge somebody else's on their end. Judge yourself on where you are. Quit being your own punching bag. That's what I told Andrew, is he's his own punching bag. I mean, he's got heavy bags, he's got speed bags, he's got all these different bags he can work out on. But the bag he works out on the most is himself. He's his own punching bag. He beats himself up the most. He doesn't hit himself, but mentally he keeps critiquing himself to the point that he can't get beyond where he is. And that's what we're going to do with Winning Colors. We're going to learn how we communicate with ourselves. We're going to take a short survey, then we're going to take a success profiler survey, and we're going to continue to move on, and we're going to figure out what's going on. We're going to learn how our mind works. We're going to learn why we do the things we do. Why soldiers, Marines, airmen, and sailors will go into the face of battle, and they don't turn into what human nature tells us to do and run from battle. When somebody in front of you, let's take our imagination, you're going to go to Normandy, and that ramp comes down, and everything in front of you is disaster, and people are dying, people are being blown apart, and your friends are just being shot up, and there's nothing but disaster and blood and guts in front of you, and you storm off that landing craft and you storm the beaches to accomplish your mission. It's against human nature. And why do you do that? Because you have trained your mind and your body will follow. How do you do that? Well, that's what we're going to take a look at, and the start is Winning Colors. How does a firefighter come to the building and see a fire, and it's against human nature to run into a fire. First thing you want to do is run away from a fire. How do they run into the fire? Well, they get angry. You can't be a happy firefighter and run in to a burning building. You got to be angry. But you got to be in control. You can't be calm. You got to be angry, and you got to run into that fire and rescue the people and put the fire out. Same with the soldier. And that's what we're going to learn to do. And that's how we're going to accomplish it. So we're going to hand out this short survey, exercise 1, discover your communication power. And it's not only discover your communication power, how people around you communicate with each other, but how you communicate with yourself. And so when I hand it out, I don't want you guys to do anything because I know you well enough now. I know some of your communication powers, but you'll mess this paper up because I know you well enough. All right. Sanchez, get up here and hand these out.